Hello and welcome to Comunidad del Valle. I'm Damian Trujillo, and today it's all about Cultura, climaxing with Calpulli Tonaleque. The Mexican Heritage Plaza is here. Also, Los Sensontles. This is your Comunidad del Valle. Today with the ongoing exhibition in Oakland at the Oakland Museum of California. It's a Dia de los Muertos exhibition. With me here on Comunidad del Valle is Evelyn Orantes with the exhibition. Welcome to the show. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Now this is, I mean, it's such a, you sent us some pictures and I wanted to show those, but this is such a, always, Dia de los Muertos is such a colorful cultural event. Tell us about this year there at the museum.
This year is titled Forgotten Stories, Remarkable Lives. And it really is about how all of us in our ordinary lives make extraordinary contributions to the story of California, to the story of our community, to the story of our family.
Now now we're looking at images here. People create and they build altars in memory of a loved one. Now those who don't know about the cultura, about Dia de los Muertos, might think this is something kind of morbid.
Right.
Explain to them that this is not morbid.
This is something we constantly have to educate the public about because it's aligned around the same time as Halloween, and people are used to all the media having skeletons and scary zombies. That's not what this is about. The way we remember our ancestors is by inviting them home, and these are ancestors that we want to come visit. I equate it to Casper the Friendly Ghost. So it's the friendly ghosts that are coming to visit, not the scary ghosts of Halloween. And it really is about remembrance, is about sharing the stories of those people that meant something to us in their lives.
I mean, this is a big, it's not a national holiday, but it kind of is a big national holiday in Mexico when you think about the processions and everything, the peregrinaciones, everything that happens around grave sites and churches and whatnot.
Absolutely. And not only in Mexico, I mean, we brought nuestra cultura con nosotros, right? We brought it with us, and it's become part of the fiber of California, too. And I think that's why the museum represents this story in our galleries. And it really is about the celebration. It's about color. It's about, food. It's about remembering. And because we're all faced with death, it's also transcending just the Latino culture. I think people all over the United States, all over California, Bay Area, are looking for ways to mourn and celebrate the lives of people that aren't here with us anymore. So I think we're blowing up everywhere. We're expanding beyond Latin America.
And that's a good point. My 7-year-old is in second grade at the Adelante School, Dual Language Academy in San Jose. Well, part of their project that yesterday actually was a presentation, and the teacher selects who they're going to build an altar around. She was given Marie Curie, who was important in radioactivity and whatnot, and so a few of us know about Marie Curie, but it's a chance to learn about history and historians and those who make history.
And that's exactly what we're trying to do with this year's theme, with celebrating ordinary and extraordinary lives, is that Dia de los Muertos becomes a moment where we can remember not only our local heroes, but the heroes within our families. You know, those immigrant families that came here, somebody had to come here for a better life. Somebody came here, and we get to benefit from the education, sitting in this room, and being able to speak 2 languages. Someone made a sacrifice that we want to honor.
And at the Oakland Museum of California, you have free platicas. One is actually today.
So actually, yes, today, if you can make it, and every Sunday from now until the end of the run of the exhibition on December 9th, we have a moment where you can get to meet some of the artists and ask them, what inspires you? Who are you honoring? Tell us your story. So we're all about the story of California, the story of you, and we invite you to come listen to stories and share some of your own.
It's so fascinating because, and you mentioned not only Mexico, but I mean all across Latin America that they celebrate. It's a intercontinental experience, if you will, but some people actually spend the night next to their muertitos. And again, it sounds morbid to some people, but that's what you do.
And it's not what you think. It's not like Night of the Living Dead. It's like, it's the most beautifully stunning experience. I had the pleasure of going to Oaxaca and experiencing it myself. And the cemeteries are lit with candles, and it's gorgeous. And you go and you're actually visiting not only with the family, but you're almost visiting the gravesite of that person. And they're like, come meet my tia, come meet my abuela. And it's as if that person is there. And I think it's really fun. There's mariachis. There's making they're singing songs to people that are being remembered, and that tradition. So it's a big old party at the cemetery.
It really is. It's beautiful. I've asked a lot of questions. I'm gonna ask you to make your sales pitch for the museum and for your exhibition as we roll some of the beautiful pictures that you sent us. So go ahead, give us your sales pitch.
I just want to invite all your public and your visitors to come share with us your story and learn more about these extraordinary people that lived ordinary and extraordinary lives just like you, like your grandparents and your own ancestors. Please join us.
And this is the Oakland Museum of California. Was it difficult? I would imagine not. To make this sales pitch to the programmers and the directors of the museum saying, hey, we should have, this is what we need to have here.
This is our 18th annual. So we're close to our 20th anniversary.
They don't have a choice now.
No, I think, it's one of the jewels of the museum. It really, truly represents what we're about. We're about cultura, we're about community, we're about bringing people together, and we're about celebrating life and celebrating with color and beautiful art and just being embracing of our community.
All right, and you can see those pictures at their website. Their exhibition, again, is ongoing. The website is museumca.org, and there is information at the Oakland Museum of California. Runs through December 9th. Information correct on the screen? Museum.
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on to San Jose from Oakland.
Yeah, I hope to see you there too.
Yes, thank you very much. Up next, here on Comunidad del Valle, Los Sensontles. Stay with us.